Yes, good evening. We are going to discuss now capacitance of the capacitor. Before that, we need to discuss about the behavior of conductors in electrostatic field. See, this is one of the most important topic. In this topic, we have so many important points are there. In this so many important points, we can frame a questions for coming term exams, whatever now term exam is a board, the comprehension based, we can frame questions or MCQ based or assessment reasoning based. So that's why these properties are important for us to learn. In this, if you see first how conductor behaves, we need to know. As we discussed already, since net electric field intensity in the interior of a conductor is zero, why net electric field intensity in the interior of conductor is zero? Because the charge always resides on the outer surface of the conductor. Therefore, no charge will be there inside the conductor. See, look at this in this diagram. When you are trying to apply electric field, what happens here? Automatically, due to induction process, opposite charge is inducing on the other side. Therefore, here also, from the negative side, positive charge is inducing. Therefore, the electric field lines are not passing through the conductor. Okay. Next, at the same time, when external electric field you have applied, you're understanding that the net electric field is zero inside the conductor. Okay. See, the same explanation has given here. When a conductor is placed in an electrostatic field, the charges drift towards the positive plate, leaving the positive core behind. At an equilibrium condition, you can say that the electric field due to the polarization becomes equal to the applied field. I have told you what is a polarization. Polarization in the sense when you have applied external electric field, then automatically what happens in any material or a conductor if you are taking inside the conducting material before you are applying the electric field, the charges are like this as a non-polar molecules. Whenever you have applied external electric field, depends on the charge. If it is positive charge here, then automatically here negative charge will be induced. Automatically here negative charge in the sense positive charge induces on the surface of the conductor. Therefore, positive and negative here, positive and negative, the resultant electric field inside the conductor is zero. Net electric field is zero. Okay. Next, this is the first point. Second point, electric field just outside the charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface of the conductor. Electric field just outside the charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface of the conductor. This point also we know since we learned the Gauss law and all, whatever the electric field passing out from the charge or from the inside, always, let us say here one charge is there in the sense, the electric field always acts perpendicular to the surface area of the conductor. Not face of the area, surface of the area. Next, then also you can see here SQ, electric field is acting, and this is the area vector, which is making an angle theta. That is E cos theta we can write. That's why in flux case E dot A cos theta we will write. Usually in electric flux cases. Next, net charge in the interior of a conductor is zero. Excuse me. In before case, net electric field is zero. As I told you, net charge also is zero. Always charge on the resides of the surface of the conductor. Therefore, inside it is zero. So we can write in terms of flux, since charge is zero, electric field is also zero. Next, from the fourth point, charge always resides on the surface of a conductor. Charge always resides on the surface of a conductor. It never be resides inside the conductor. So this helps the process for electrostatic shielding also. And you wanted to find inside the conductor, we can assume like a Gaussian surface. Then you can, if you try to find, for trying to find, there must be, you need some charge, but it is not available. So electric field is also not there since there is no charge. Charge always resides outside the surface. Because if the charge trying to reside inside, since you can see here, same nature charge comes, what happened? It repels, right? It repels in all the directions. So that's why it never be resides. Now, electric potential is constant for the entire conductor. Electric potential is constant for entire conductor. Therefore, you can see that the electric potential relation, we know that dV by dr, potential gradient equal to electric field. So from that, I can write electric potential is constant for the entire conductor. So since the charge is same, then electric potential is constant. Okay, because same distance if it will have, then there will be no change in the field also and potential. Since potential is constant, electric field is zero. Here one more example also I'll explain for you. We studied that electric potential, electric field inside it is zero, but coming to the potential, V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon r, K into Q by R. Here also the V same, here also the V same. Coming to the electric field, here it is different, here it is zero. Okay, so that's why potential is constant, but electric field is zero. We were discussed in dipole, right? In dipole, what we have discussed? Did you remember? In dipole at equatorial point, electric field is available, but potential is zero. Got it this point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Opposite to that point here. Next. Surface charge distribution may be different at different points. Obviously, surface charge it is depends on the surface area. Okay. If you see this type of areas, wherever the spikes are there, like this narrow areas are there, there the charge resides more than the flat area. Why? We know that like charges repels and like charges attract, right? So when coming to these spikes, here more number of charge can reside. So charge per unit area will be more. Charge density become more in the spikes area. That's why it catches even in a case of wicks, like to lighten the candle, like that wicks are there, no? It catches easily the fire. Whereas this flat area, if it is thicker area, it will not be. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can see that more number of charges at the narrow areas. So surface charge density more and less depends on that. The surface charge distribution is different at different areas. Okay. So every conductor is an equipotential volume rather than just an equipotential surface. These are all behavior of conductors. We can see and we can understand this. What are those? We can go back. First, surface charge distribution may be different at different points. The next, electric potential is constant for the entire conductor. Inside the conductor, the electric field is zero. Then one more point, charge always resides on the surface of the conductor only. Next, the net charge in the interior of the conductor is zero. Therefore, electric field is also zero in the interior of the conductor. Electric field just outside the charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface of the conductor. Next, net electric field intensity in the interior of a conductor is zero. After application of the external electric field, we will get to know that.